Hey everybody, Luke with One Guy's Garage. Today we're going to be working on my F350 Super Duty. We are going to be putting a Load Lifter 5000 Ultimate on there. They've got a couple different kits. This is the one that has the internal jounts. I actually had the other kit first, but it will not work with the B&W turnover ball. So any of you guys that are also running the B&W, looks like we may end up having to drill a couple holes in the side here, so it's not going to be real quick, easy install, but it looks like it will work because one of the plates goes right up in between there to fill the gap so that spacer comes out. But there is already a hole for that big bolt, and it looks like there may be that hole will work for one of the bolts, but we're gonna need, I think, 2 more up here possibly. So we'll see. We'll get to work on it, and yeah, show you guys some of the work as we go along. So as it turns out, we did not have to drill any holes. The big existing bolt from the B&W hitch works just fine, and the other bolt hole is right in the spot that we need it. I've got one jounce out and the bracket installed on the driver's side. We've still got to pull the jounce and install the passenger side. I went ahead and threw these together so that they're all ready to go in there. We got our big long bolts there, our bolts that connect to the block, and everything else is ready to go in. Got the passenger side jounce off. It ended up getting cut off like the driver's side with the Sawzall here. Even with penetrating oil on that bolt sitting there for about a half an hour, it only wanted to run about 3/4 of the way up and stop. It was just too rusted out on the very top from dirt sitting up there and stuff over the years. And we'll take you underneath and show you what we got done and what we got left to do. This is what our driver's side bracket looks like installed. With that B&W hitch, you end up just reusing that big plowhead bolt and putting your other one in, getting her nice and tight there, getting that all set up. And then your airbag sits right there. I've actually got it right here. Set it up there. There we go, I got it in. I'm working by myself, so it's hard to film putting it in and trying to hold the camera at the same time. But sits up against there. The spacer block sits there. That bolt goes up into your original jounce hole. Bracket sits right there on top of the little extension for the rear suspension blocks. And then we've got the U-bolts that go around, strap around that, and everything is working out good with the B&W hitch, so I'm super stoked about that. We're gonna get this top up there, and we're gonna let a little bit of pressure off the truck, let that down to where it's contacting the bottom, and move on to this other side over here. We've got take that big bolt loose. That'll all get reused. They say to use a 1/2-inch spacer washer right there on the frame, but their 1/2-inch spacer washer does not have big enough holes, and I don't have any way to properly clamp something round to drill it out. So I'm just going to end up finding one more washer like that, leaving that one in there, putting another one in there, and putting it all together. Other than that, we just got to run our lines. I think we got a protector plate that goes on the exhaust pipe right here, so we can run this line down the frame rail all the way to the back. And then that one just goes straight up, right down out the back. And not sure where we're going to put these back here in the back yet. We may drill a couple of holes right next to the license plate illuminator right there. Put them both there possibly. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure that out when we get there. Bags are all in, everything's done, tightened up, down sitting on its own weight. Don't have any air in the bags yet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one to each side, and they're going to end up holding the license plate on also. I'm going to drill out these little stubs in the back. I'm going to do that in the morning. It's starting to get late. Go home, eat some dinner. But everything worked out nicely. Looked good. There's that bracket. Bottom, side. Yep.